Tomorrow is Veterans Day, honoring the less than 1% of the population that serve in the U.S. Armed Forces. Approximately 51,000 veterans live in 8 southern tier counties and 2 counties in northern PA. No matter the branch of service, war, or peacetime, each veteran is entitled to services and benefits here at home. And they need to know they're not alone. This is a look at life after service. For Rebecca Roden, serving in the U.S. Armed Forces was a family affair.
My father did it, and it was what I felt I needed to do.
As a Navy corpsman, she spent her whole service at Bethesda Naval Hospital.
I really learned a lot about myself and about the medical field and how much I enjoyed it. But, I mean, unfortunately, I carry a lot of what happened in the military with me.
She was diagnosed with reoccurring major depressive disorder.
My psychiatrist in the military told me, you'll be home 6 months and you'll be just fine.
But as Roden says, it wasn't fine, and she struggled for many years.
The older I got, I noticed the worse my symptoms got. I stopped wanting to go out of the house. I started seeing what I thought were people. Turned out it was just my imagination. We would go places together, and I would begin to have panic attacks.
Roden's experience is unfortunately not unique. In 2000, Jeff Kreider joined the Armed Forces as a member of the reserves. It wasn't until 9/11 that everything changed.
We were supposed to only be there for 6 months, but we got extended twice.
During both extensions, men he knew were killed.
We lost one of our guys to vehicle accidents, and my team leader to a mortar attack the day before he left to come home. And that's where part of my PTSD comes from.
He says for a few years things were fine. He was in and out of counseling until 2016 when things took a turn.
I had anger management issues I had to deal with that I was bottling up and not doing anything about until I finally hit rock bottom and tried to kill myself because of an issue with my son that I scared him so much that he didn't want to see me anymore.
We spend weeks teaching them how to go to war and kill people, but we don't teach them how to decompress and come back to real life. We don't give them a boot camp for getting out.
Michael Madaw is the director of Veteran Services for Tioga County, and he wants veterans to know there is help.
It's not a handout, it's a hand up. It's veterans taking care of veterans, and that's what this job is all about.
He and his team assist veterans in navigating the system.
The system is extremely bureaucratic. It's a lot of paperwork. It's hard to understand the rules and regulations.
They help vets file for claims and better understand their benefits, serving as accredited service representatives. The Binghamton VA Outpatient Clinic currently serves around 4,200 veterans with mainly primary care and mental health services. Medical Director Dr. David Hunsinger says the biggest hurdle is getting the vet to the services they need.
Very few places actually have public transportation. If someone has a vision impairment or handicapping condition, they may not be able to drive themselves.
But it's not just county and national entities working to serve our local vets once they return home and for years after. Benjamin Margolius served in the military for nearly 30 years and is now the president of the Southern Tier Veteran Support Group.
So we're able to help veterans with a wide range of things, whether it be rent or security deposits or mortgages or some medical issues. It's good to have this community that we can rely upon to help us help the veterans.
Community is what Frances McMahon has created through her nonprofit, Stand With Me.
I can see the difference between the veteran that I meet on day one and the veteran that graduates 1 to 2 years later.
Through the program, veterans with a mental health disability train their own service dog. Rebecca and Jeff are both graduates with their dogs, Ruger and Abby.
This guy can handle anything, and it makes it so I can handle anything.
It can have an unbelievable, life-changing impact on a veteran's life.
For Rebecca and Jeff, life continues on, but with some nightmares that will never go away.
There's still days like that, and I think that we'll all struggle with that.
It's okay to be emotional.
But now there are many good days filled with hope.
My life is a totally different chapter.
You know, in the military, you got a buddy, and that buddy always has your back. She's my buddy.
You don't have to suffer in silence. You're not in this alone. We'll do everything we can to meet whatever the need is. Just call.
Now, a reminder that every county has a veteran service agency ready to help you. I'll have a list of resources later on our website. Tomorrow, WBNG will be at the Elks Club on the Vestal Parkway collecting items for our veterans from 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. We hope to see you there.